deciding on making RUC your home, or if you want to find out more about this church, who we are, what we do, why we do what we do, I want to invite you to our new members class on the 12th of February. All the details on the screen. I really encourage you to join us as we just look at our church practices, our cultures and beliefs. There's also free lunch included, so make sure that you RSVP. Now, on the topic of church practices, I want to draw your attention to our baptism class. I was baptized here in this very church. In primary school, I went to my parents with big questions, and those conversations helped fortify and form my faith. Questions around who Jesus is, what he's done for me, and now what is my response to that. I went on a baptism class here at RUC, and I decided to be baptized. I wanted to tell the world that Jesus is mine and I am his. And so on the topic of baptisms, it can be quite a confusing subject for good reason. Questions around, should I be baptized or not? Or what part of my journey should I be baptized? Well, I want to encourage you to join our baptism class on the 19th of February. Join Pastor Y as he dives deep into this topic of baptism. It's open for questions and just the general understanding of what baptism is. But there's no expectation or pressure after this class for you to be baptized. So just come and join us if you're considering baptism. Now, before we get into our worship service, I want to just draw your attention to an act of worship we are bringing back into this service. This Sunday, you will have an opportunity to give your tithes and offerings during the service. We believe this is an act of worship because we are giving thanks to God. We are declaring our trust in God who provides. And so that's why we're bringing it back into our worship service. But here are a few practical tips on bringing this church practice back into our service. So at the front row, a service team member will give you a bag. We want to ask you to please pass the bag along the row. When you are at the end of the row, you will have to pass this bag to the person behind you in the next row, noting that there might not be a person sitting directly behind you. And so you will have to stand up and pass this bag to the person in the next row. When you're in the final row of the seating section, a service team member will come and collect this bag from you. Now, church, this announcement video is not just a bulletin of news events, but rather these are opportunities for you to grow in your worship of God, grow in your fellowship with one another, and extend your witness to the world.